Alright, what is up, guys? We are back with Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 297. Man, we're almost at 300, which is pretty cool. I'm excited, man, because usually when you hit that, like every chapter or so or whatever, I feel like you're just like obligated to make it like a huge chapter, right? So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen then. But for now, we had last chapter kind of ended off with I think Merlin like slowing down the just like the time of the cocoon of like Meliodas actually getting out of the cocoon, or the commandments going inside the cocoon, and then the sinner basically just like blasted Escanor like away, and then it kind of ended off with Mael catching him and then saving him. Um, so yeah, I'm really interested to see what's gonna happen in this chapter. We got two sons on the battlefield. Um, so yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Chapter 297, Salvation of the Sun. Cool title. All right, for us to be reunited like this, even though we had once fought as foes, this may be the mysterious destiny bestowed to us by our graces. Um, Now I don't know if Mael like if he's saying that like he himself has met Escanor before, or is he saying that as like Esterosa and Escanor, like saying that those two have met obviously, but um yeah, I don't think he means like he himself, like Mael has actually fought Escanor before. Um, all right, so you're Esterosa of the Ten Commandments. I mean, Mael of the Four Archangels, aren't you? Escanor, you're completely battered. Yeah, they got him pretty good. You're not one to talk. Everyone, no, I'm so ashamed and disappointed I can hardly face you all like this. Invigorate. Thank you, Lady Elizabeth. Man, just like that, man. He's back to normal. But still, I can't believe you were able to swoop in just in time, that you saw me and were able to catch me. It was the Fairy King. He had seen it all. What? King? I'm above all else glad you are safe, but with you gone, Camelot has been thrust into a very bad situation, to say the least. No. That's right, Mael. I heard about a lot, from your older brother. But my ability, Sunshine, it was originally your grace, wasn't it? Mael, please, is there anything you can do to help us? If so, I would be more than happy to return this sunshine to you. What? Escanor's ability is Mael's grace? Mael, of course, I do intend to help you all, but I cannot accept that grace. Why? After the long, long months and years I spent fallen into the darkness, the grace abandoned me and chose you as its new host, so it can't return to him no matter what, I'm guessing. I no longer have the right to wield it. Please. I hardly even have the lifespan left to support Sunshine, but more importantly, without this power, there's no way you can beat them. There's no time. If you don't hurry, it will reach the point of no return. There will be no way to save anyone. But if you just take it back for your own, then I'll lend it to you. Hmm. The scrawny little mustache man blurted out some pretty huge pride lines, Escanor. So please, save the people most precious to me. I think this is really like it gives a little bit more nuance to Escanor. The fact that like I don't know if this is a stretch to say this, but like him almost accepting that he's not powerful enough to actually like protect, the people that he cares about. I don't know if you would go that far, but um that's like my interpretation of it at least. And I don't know, it's like a really like different take on Escanor that I'm really liking a lot. Just like cuz we know how prideful he is, right? So just like like the fact that he's like admitting this, that he's not powerful enough. He's asking for someone else to save the people that he cares about is like has to be a pretty big deal for him, right? To actually like swallow and accept that. Um so I think that's really cool. All right, so we got my boy Zeldris here. And Merlin's still talking that weird language. Still another 10 minutes until I finish the incantation. Meliodas, please don't wake up yet. Um, all right, so I'm trying to see this fight. Okay, we got Ryuta there. Honestly, I'm really shocked that Ryuta is holding off the Sinner. Um, all right, so I will show you the power of the leader of the four archangels. Lightning spy or spree. Okay. And that was yeah, that was the Sinner's weakness, right? Uh, or it was one. I forgot who it was. Like if it was Chandler's, I think it was Chandler's that was lightning, or was it wind? It was one of their weaknesses was lightning. So um, you would have to think that now that the two of them have merged together, that you hit them with both lightning and wind, then that would be like super effective against the Sinner. Um, So anyway, incredible. Even Sir Escanor was unable to inflict wounds like this upon that monster. Um, Hellblaze Omega. That won't work, dude. Ryunosel just deflected it. What? Super King Drive, Hellblaze Omega. Ridiculous, dude. Is Ryunosel really gonna wipe the floor with the Sinner? Right, so what? The force of his attack suddenly increased. I'll wipe that smug smirk off your face. Alright, so he just hit him with a little bit more lightning, it looks like. Hellblaze Omega. He hit him again. It's actually pushing Ryuta back a little bit. So, sorry, Merlin. Oh, and Merlin got hit as well. Okay. Man. Something's wrong. I've definitely been wearing him down with damage. It should be, solving. Oh, it should be slowing him down, but instead his power just keeps on increasing. What's going on? The original demon's body, not just the wounds I've inflicted on him, are there, but he's been destroying himself on top of that. Okay, yeah, I remember. I don't remember if it was last chapter, but like maybe a few chapters ago, or it might have been last chapter. I remember like seeing like I specifically called that out that like you could see like bits of his body like breaking off or like crumbling away or whatever. I didn't know if it was like something we should be concerned about, but it's cool to see that yeah, it is actually something happening, and I'm not just seeing things. So that's pretty cool. Um, Interesting. So like the Sinner's act like the more attacks that he does, he's actually like breaking his body apart by doing it. Um, I don't know if I like that because it's like I feel like the way that it's going now, the Sinner is gonna end up being the one who defeats himself almost, right? Like how lame would that be? Um, Anyway, so Rita, so it's too dangerous to keep attacking him anymore. Your intuition is as sharp as I expected. Indeed, this is my true ability. As my life whittles down, my power magnifies all the more. This is climax. As punishment for returning to my original form, this body gradually pushes its way to its own destruction. So this is a test of endurance, then, to see whether you'll destroy yourself first or whether we will die first. This is bad. If he continues powering up at the pace he is now, it's going to be impossible to hold out until he actually completely destroys himself. Alright, man. For the sake of the birth of a new demon king, I would gladly hand over my life. Lord Ryudaso. Man, we got the clouds are gathering, man. What is he gonna do? Um, our curtain of dark night has been pierced. This is sunlight in the dark of night. It can't be. I'm guessing Mael is finally here. Dude, this entrance is about to be hype, isn't it? O false curtain vanished before the might of my grace. The night and the clouds are being blown away. Dude. Um, Look at this. Just like the pure white sky, man. Just like all the light. So you've returned, Esterosa, or should I say, Mael. Dude, he's got the grace back. To be continued in chapter 298, Mael versus Zeldris. Oh man, okay. Rushing to aid in his older brother's crisis, his younger brother Mael borrows the power of sunshine. It is time for the Angel of Death to unveil his true abilities. I'm excited for this, man. Like not necessarily like a brother versus brother fight, in terms of Esterosa versus Zeldris. Um, but like an almost brother fighting his brother. Um, yeah, man, I'm interested because we know Mael is the strongest of the four archangels, I believe. Um, so I'm just excited to see him in actual like combat. I think that's gonna be really exciting to see. Um, and again, man, just like what I was talking about with Escanor, just to swallow his pride and recognize that like he isn't strong enough to protect his friends like the way he is right now. I thought was a really like to me at least with because he has been a character that I've had my gripes with. Like I'm not like this huge Escanor fan that like everyone else is, but for me I think this chapter was like a defining character moment for him. So I'm like really appreciative that Nakaba Sensei was able to give Escanor this moment, dude, because I really do think it's really big for his character to swallow his pride like that. Um, so I thought that was really cool. And then other than that, we had the sinner kind of getting to know a little bit more about his power, like the whole climax thing. Um, so like just like throughout the entire duration of him being in this form, his body starts to like wither away and destroy itself. Like over time gradually, but his power is going to like keep increasing until that time where his body actually gets destroyed. Um, so I don't know how I feel about that, honestly, man. Like, I feel like a lot of people could definitely have their gripes with that because, like, it's almost like telling me that, like, no one on the battlefield right now is strong enough to take him out. So this is just a way of getting the sinner out of here without, someone actually being on par with him strength wise or succeeding him strength wise. Um, that's what it kind of seems like to me. That like there's just no other way to defeat him other than having him defeat himself almost. So I don't know. I hope that this guy before he inevitably does go out that he just like wrecks house, dude. Like he should, man. It was a little weird seeing like I just have a problem with Ryudasel in general, but it was a little weird seeing Ryudasel actually being able to like fend off the Sinner's attacks and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, I'm expecting the Sinner like especially with him hitting climax right now. I'm hoping like crossing my fingers, man, that he just like wrecks like this entire battlefield. Like I want to see some carnage from him, man, because it just feels like he's just been there, right? He hasn't really done much, so I'm really hoping to see like something big from him, right? Like that's what I've been waiting for, and we haven't gotten to that point yet. So hopefully, like soon, this is gonna happen, right? Um, yeah, like I don't know, man. Like I just feel like with that dude's size, dude, he should be able to breeze past Ryudasel easily and like get to Merlin. But it's whatever, man. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, man. Some pretty cool stuff. I'm hyped. I'm hyped to see Zeldris versus Mael. Um, and I think that's pretty much it, man. I'm curious, did Mael like race ahead of King and Diana and Elizabeth and Gauther, or is the whole group all here together right now? Um, because if they are, man, then I would assume that the Sinner would be in trouble. Maybe I don't know. Um, but yeah, man, it was a pretty cool chapter. Excited to see chapter 298, and then from there we're just two chapters away from 300, man. So I'm expecting something really big then. I, Now that I think about it, it would be really cool if chapter 300 is Meliodas' like awakening from the cocoon. Like I feel like it's gonna line like it just lines up perfectly to that moment happening, right? To that rebirth of Meliodas. I think that would be really cool. Like, I feel like the stars are just aligning for that moment to happen in chapter 300. Um, but yeah, man, that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more Taizai, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.